Hey everybody and welcome to Modulus, a factory simulator. This is something new coming out on Steam April 2nd. I think you're seeing this on April 1st or April 2nd. I don't quite have everything scheduled out, but yeah, it's something new coming out on Steam on April 2nd. It is a cozy factory builder as it's built, developed by Happy Volcano and published by Quali. You will recognize Quali from other games played on this channel, namely Sound of City. But yeah. So, yeah, we're going to go and get into it. Thanks to Quality for sending over a review copy of this game for me to check out. Really appreciate it. Had this on my game. I've had this on my game for a while. I've had this game on my wish list for a while. There you go. That's how you say it. And yeah, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and dive into some Modulus. Start with the tutorial because I need the tutorial. We're going to name this game YouTube and create. Yeah, if you're new to the channel and you want to see more stuff like Modulus, drop a like on the video, subscribe, turn on notifications. I upload 4 to 5 times a week, 2 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, with that, let's go ahead and get into it. So here is Atlas. He says, there you are. Hello, Daedalus One. I'm Atlas. I'll be your liaison to your creators, the colonies. The colony is all the way down there. They built you for a single purpose, to mass-produce bots. Buildings are essential to your target. Each one is constructed from modules, the building blocks of your factory. You'll be making these yourself. You've been given a limited resource and no time constraint, so relax into it. Explore, build, optimize. There's no pressure here. When you're ready, I'll begin your training. Let's run a test protocol on your sensors. Follow instructions on the top left. Move WASD or middle mouse button. Rotate using right mouse button. And zoom camera using scroll up, scroll down. These are ore veins. First step in creating a module is mining polyrock. Your operators, such as the miner, are located on your toolbar at the bottom. Go and build all of those with the arrows facing where they need to be facing. The furnace melts polyrock into cubes, the starting point of all modules. Now we need conveyors going through all of these mines into the furnace. So conveyor belts are used to move resources across your factory. Click and drag to place a conveyor line. There you go. Now we need to build the cutter. You have a new operator. Place one and click on it to enter. To configure the cutter, select the slice interval at the bottom. Cut the block into 2 equal pieces. Like that. The first module has been pinned for you. It requires the assembler, which combines 2 shapes into one. We're going to build the assembler. We're going to need conveyors going across there. Obviously, because we can't transport from air to air. That'd be nice if we could, but we can't. The assembler needs 2 inputs. Let's use the splitter to split items from 1 conveyor belt into 2. Now that the assembler is receiving 2 inputs, we can click on it to configure it. Need 1 long one. Basically what we need. Configure. Delivering modules to a building requires cranes. They grab the modules from conveyor belts, click on the building to place a crane. We're going to add it right there. And we just need to get the conveyors going from point A to point B. The first production line is now done and should stay there to ensure a constant supply to the building. Let's start on a new production line for the next module. Use the copy tool to copy and paste a selection of operators. Okay, that should be what we need. You are now free to build however you desire. You've now unlocked tools to clear belt, copy, mirror, and destroy operators. Right over here. We need to build this long, girthy one, which I have tried in the demo and I could not figure out. I'm stupid, I am aware, so we're going to figure this out together. The same building requires a second different module to be constructed and delivered. The first module will always be required for the building to function, so altering this first production line is not advised. We need to create the building's second module. We're going to have to cut it, obviously. See if we can't do that. So we need basically 2 by 8 by 2. So it's going to be 2 on the bottom and then 8 going up. We need to cut these in half again, which is has been my kryptonite up to this point. We're going to have to cut them twice. I think 2 is probably our best, and then we cut the 2 again with a second cutter. That's kind of where I'm thinking. Let's go ahead and get another cutter. We're going to throw a conveyor. Like that. Configure. And we need the assembler, which I'm going to place right here. I think just we need 2 inputs. We're going to need a splitter. Let's put the splitter here. We'll throw that there and then boom. No. Oh. Let's go ahead and delete that. I sound like Porky Pig there. No. I did that wrong. Boom. Boom. So then we go in here. We do boom. We rotate this down. Yes, we can. Let's see if I can't do that. Configure. New module created. This building requires twice as many of that newly made module, so let's use 2 crane to deliver. I knew something would click eventually. Once I figured out the way these things work. So we're going to need a crane. That's going backwards. We're going to need a crane going into the back here. So let's go ahead and add a crane. Crap. We're going to need a crane going in the back here. So let's go ahead and do add crane. Like that. And let's back out. We're going to have to throw some conveyors going into it. Can I rotate you? I'd like to try something here. No, we're basically gonna have to do it this way. And then build the conveyors. Build this to satisfy the conveyors. There we go. Need to since they use 2 cranes to deliver it, so I'm gonna take it up on that offer. Put the other one right here, and then we're just gonna go ahead and do that. That's a pickle. That is surely a pickle. We got to do a little bit of wizardry here. I gotta redo something. And delete that, delete that, delete that. We'll do another crane. Nope. Nope. Get out of that. Thank you. Do another crane here. And we'll do boom. Why isn't this going in? There we go. There we go. That's to basically just consolidate what we were doing, right? Buildings need a continuous influx of modules to keep producing, even if they are already completed. While we wait on that to complete, we can already place a harvester pad that will collect those resources. Does it have a place it wants us to put it? Or just kind of wherever? It's like basically wherever. We'll put it. Put it here. The first building you created is the core facility. You are now producing cores. We will need these to create bots in the bot assembly. The second building. Let's get to building it. Place a basic bot assembly. Buildings tab. We don't need it too far away, but I don't want to put it right up under everything either. You can click on a building to inspect the required modules. One of the modules for the basic bot assembly is black and requires a monotoner. The monotoner can turn an entire module black or white. We need a black 2x8 and is that a 2x8? Yeah, 2x8x2, and we need a 1x4x8. The monotoner can change any color of any module to black or white. Click on it to change its configuration. So we need to craft and deliver the first module with the basic bot assembly. We're already making white 2x8x2s. So what's stopping us from splitting the line and making black ones and sending them into this bot assembly? I mean, what's stopping that? I think mainly our production speed is stopping that, quite frankly. Okay. We're doing 15 a minute. What are we producing here? 2x4x8. This needs a 1x4x8. We need to cut this in half. Okay. So we got some splitting. Okay. We got some splitting. Let's see. I'm going to try a cutter first. We can afford to use some of these. I'm going to saw this in half. Like that. That is a 1x4x8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Configure. New module created. 1x4x8. Alright. We're going to throw this one onto a conveyor going into this crane right here. We're going to add a crane right here. We're going to throw a conveyor going into it like so. And there's our 1x4x8. So that is done. It's a bit scuffed, but I would rather it be scuffed and work than be clean and not work. That's just kind of how I play these games. So now we need the black 2x8x2, which we're making 2x8x2s over here. So let's go ahead and do another split. Can I break this in half? Yes, I can. Cool. All right, so we need a monotoner. Toggle it white to black.
New module created.
There we go. All right, so now we need to get me going and get another crane. We'll throw it on the other end there. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted it one back. And now we just got a conveyor from point A to point B. Uh-oh. I did that little scuff there. There we go. Again, maybe not the most efficient way I could go about it, but I went about it and it's done. So that is completely done. Great job. This building, once finished, will create bots. In the meantime, let's start on the last essential building, the basic processing plant. This will be the first step towards unlocking new technology. I think for now, because I do not plan to just end the episode after the tutorial. We're going to keep going. So I'm going to go and wrap this episode here. If you enjoyed this episode of Modulus, make sure to hit the like button. We'll be learning this together because I'm kind of going into this as blind as I can go. Having only played about 10 minutes of the demo and basically not going back. So yeah, we're going into this together. I'm having fun because I've started figuring things out. And yeah, with that, I'll see you next time. Like, subscribe, turn on notification, and thanks for watching.